ummeli naye wakade ebuza imibuzo ngesingesi lezo zazikade zitoliwe.
Angeke ngiphike Nkosi enkantolo ngoba noma ngihleli lapha ziningi izinto esikhulunywa enkantolo.
I will not deny that, as there are a lot of things that are spoken in court even when I am seated on the accused dock.
And then you cannot deny that what he was putting, it was your instructions.
Ngeke uphike nokuthi into le bekade umnumzana uNgomezulu ayisho into wayekade etshelwe wena.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba baba uMngomezulu noma ngamtshela into uyazi ukuthi inkosi enkantolo uzokhuluma kanjani ngayo.
My Lord, I believe even if I instruct Mr. Ngomezulu, he knows how to put a version to the court or the witness.
But he omitted this very important aspect. Very, very important. The first time you were assaulted, it was at Puking, at your place of residence.
This is the court, my Lord. Mr. Ngomezulu informs me that that is not the version that was put to the witness. So if we may be referred to a specific aspect on the record regarding that issue, as the court pleases, my Lord.
Yes, Mrs. Bande.
My Lord, I can find that reference on the court record.
CPD, what was the version then? Because you say that was not the version. Was there any version put about the first assault?
I'm informed by my colleague, my Lord, that he stated to the witness that is referred to that the first assault was an open-handed slap on the witness at the place when he was arrested on the 16th of June 2020.
Is that the version put?
That's what it's relayed to me by Mr. Ngomezulu.
Okay. Yes, Mrs. Bande.
I did not quite follow my colleague. Is he saying now the version that was put by Mr. Ngomezulu to Mr. Mohan is that he was assaulted for the first time at his place of residence?
That's indeed so, my Lord, by Sergeant Mabena with a slap or an open-handed assault, as the court places.
My Lord, that version came for the first time when he gave evidence. It was never put to Sergeant Mokhani. However, I make an undertaking to find that relevant portion when he made this assertion.
So you want to find the exact version, or what do you want to do?
Indeed so, my Lord.
Yeah, do so then.
If the court can just bear with me. My Lord, can we park that and I'll get back to it as soon as we adjourn?
Okay.
Thank you. Now, let us proceed. We'll get back to that point. Can you tell this court slowly how were you dressed on the date in question?
Uthi umshushisi asime kancane ngaleyana yokushawa uzobuyela kuyona. Manje uthi ucela utshele inkantolo ngamazwi wakho ukuthi wawukade ugqoke kanjani ngalesikhathi wawukade uboshwe.
Nkosi enkantolo enyaweni ngangigqoke ikhavela.
My Lord, on my feet I had worn a cavella,
Isweat.
suede,
Ngigqoke ijini yereleni.
and I was wearing a blue relay jean.
Ngaphansi ngifake iskipa esiyelo seFabian.
Underneath, I was wearing a yellow Fabiani t-shirt
Ne-vest white.
and a white vest,
Kulandela i-tracksuit ayinesigqoko ayinombala obomvu no-navy.
followed by a tracksuit that had a hat and a navy blue color
And
and
also-
red as well.
Yeah. Bese bayijacket yenkampani eyimpala.
And there was also a Impala jacket,
Bese ke iba nombala o-navy ngapha. La inebhande inesonje ibhande. Deso bese umbala wakhona usiva.
which had a stripe towards the belly where the witness is pointing, and on top it had a silver type of a belt.
Thank you. The relevant page, my lord, that I wanted to refer to is the proceedings of the 15th of November, 2023 on page 25.
Yeah, yes.
Version of accused 2 is that the first time he was assaulted assaulted next to a garage, engine garage.
Okay, fine. You dispute that, Mr. Ramasipidi?
From my colleague, that's still in dispute.
Nobody is reading the record. I'm just saying, do you dispute what he is reading, that it is not in the record?
I can't dispute that, my lord, what is being read at the moment.
Yes, Mr. Sibande, let's proceed.
Thank you. So, as per your version, is it Kilebukile or Lebukile, your girlfriend, she was there when this alleged assault happened?
Manje, uthi siyabuya kule ndaba le yokushawa. Ulebuhile noma uKilebuhile ngalesikhathi ushawa wayekade ekhona.
Kosenkantolo uLebohile ngamshiya endlini phakathi mina. Angithi ngishawela lapha ngasemotweni sengiphumile endlini.
My lord, I had left Lebuhile in the house as my assault happened whilst I was near the vehicle.
And then furthermore, you testified before this court that a week before you were arrested, you received the phone call from who exactly?
Konje uthe ubani owakushayela ucingo iviki ngaphambi kokuthi uboshwe.
Why produce wathi umamfundisi ke Nkosenkantolo?
The person introduced herself as Mamfundisi.
Were those her exact words?
Amagama wakhe lawo uthe umamfundisi.
Into angitshena yona Nkosenkantolo. Ngiqala ukuzwa emveni kwesikhathi ukuthi usayitshena umholi.
That is what I was told by the person who was on the call, my lord. I started hearing later that it was Sergeant Mohula.
So on that call, did she later say she's Sergeant Mohula, or you later learned that fact?
Kulelo cingo uye wathi uyena uSergeant Mohula na noma uzwe ngemva kwesikhathi ukuthi uSergeant Mohula.
Ngiyaphinda Nkosenkantolo ngizwe emveni kwesikhathi ukuthi usayitshena umholi. Bengazi ukuthi ngumamfundisi. Ngoba ngisho ngembiza mangimbona ngiqala ngiba bengasazi isibongo salo ngimbiza mamfundisi.
My lord, I heard it later, as even when I referred to her, when I met her for the first time, I referred to her as Mamfundisi, since I did not know her surname.
Okay, let us proceed. Now you are arrested on the 16th. Where were you taken to?
Manje asiqhubeke uboshiwe nge-16 wayisiwaphi?
Nkosenkantolo ipolice station ngiyazi igama layo.
My lord, I do not know the
Ngiyazi
name.
emveni kwesikhathi.
I did not know the name of the police station. I knew it later on
Khona lapha eMpitoli.
in Pretoria.
So you won't dispute that you were taken to Pretoria North Police Station?
Awali ukuthi uyiswe Pretoria North Police Station.
Ngoba ngangingazi Nkosenkantolo. Namanje ngisathi ngangingazi ngalelo langa lelo zonsuku lezemhlanga ngiboshiwe nguphi.
As I did not know, my lord, as even on that day I did not know, I would not dispute it.
So you are taken to this particular cell at Pretoria North. Can you describe the inside of that particular cell?
Manje soyathathwa ufaka kuleli seli elithize ePitoli.
Yeah.
Manje ucela umshushisi umchazisele ukuthi leli yaseli lalikade linjani, kwakunani kungenani, umchazisele umdwebele isithombe ukuthi le yasele yayinjani.
Nkosenkantolo awungena emaseleni. Uyangena kunento nje eyibala enesafe la phezulu.
My lord, when you go into a cell, there is a certain place which had a fence on top.
Awujikisa amehla lapha ekhoneni kune toilet nento ngathi ayamanzi.
When you turn, there is a toilet and something that looks like a basin.
Khona lapho futhi kune tap la phezulu yamanzi.
Right there, there is also a tap of water.
Musu ungena phakathi ke seleni ngaphakathi.
Then when you enter now inside the cell,
awungena lapho futhi ngaphakathi kune toilet,
when you go inside that particular cell, there is also a toilet.
kunento futhi yamanzi lapha ngaphakathi.
There is also a basin of water.
Bese bayile ndawo ngathi iyistupu le okuhlalwa kuyo.
Then there is a place where people would sit.
I'm interested in the tap that you show, like on the roof.
Manje uthi umshushisi yena ufuna umcebisele ngale tap le uyikhombela phezulu.
Ethapha ngithi isodongweni.
That tap is on the wall.
Ngoba amanzi ngendlela ngangibonga ngayo amanzi akhona mayephuma kodwa amanzi ayengaphuma ngawa press amanzi ayengaphuma.
As the water would not come out, I tried pressing it, but if there was water, that water would be coming from the top.
See, that is very important. Sir.
Uthi into ebalulekile ke le.
Colonel Swanepoel was there.
uKenneth Swanepoel wayekhona.
It was never put to him that the cell that you were taken to, there was a place where you pressed where there was no water that was coming out.
Futhi akazange atshelwe uKenneth Swanepoel ukuthi le cell leli bokade ukulo bekunendawo la bekade kunempompi mawucofa laphayana bakade kungaphumi amanzi.
Ukuthi lo mbuzo akazobheka ke inkosi enkantolo. Akaze ngizwe ubheka ke lo mbuzo.
I never had such a question said to me.
Ngiyathemba futhi naye la azange ngizwe ekhuluma ngepolice station ngihlala
Please,
kuyo.
the court, my lord, if understood the evidence of the gentleman, Mr. Swanepoel, he testified on procedure, but mainly that he was based in Silverton, not Pretoria North, so he wouldn't be privy to water running or not running in the cell. As the court pleases.
Yes, sir.
My Lord, he gave a general overview of the detention facilities in South Africa that are controlled by the South African Police Services. So if then what I suppose is a shower was not working, then that would have been put to him and then he would have taken it further to explain what are the procedures if the cells are not in a good working condition. And furthermore, my Lord, he even testified that they must make sure that the cells in which detainees are kept, they are in accordance with dignity and they are suitable for people to be there.
Yeah, but he wasn't testifying about, in particular, about Pretoria North, okay?
As the court, please. Okay. No, we'll get back to that document. So, in your observation, was that a shower?
Manje ukuya ngawe ngokubuka kwakho kwakade kuyishawa leyanto le empompi ebekade sebondeni.
Kusenkantolo ishawa yakhiwa ngendlela yayo. La yanti bekiwe lapha yakhandela khona odonga ngangethi ishawa.
My Lord, I would not say it was a shower as there is a certain design of a shower. That one was just put on the wall.
Ngoba inkosi enkantolo izathu senze ukuthi ngisho njalo. Ivereria ne police station engangikuyo asifani. Zinomehluko omkhulu kaphakathi.
And my Lord, what makes me to say that is because Valeria police station and the other police station which I was placed in, they are different. They are not the same.
And what you referred in this court as a basin, was water coming out of that?
Manje labe uthi kunendawo eyamanzi. Amanzi wona wayekade ephuma lapho.
Ayaphuma ngaphandle eseleni lapha phakathi ngangilala khona wayengaphumi ngangwakha ngesigubhu lesela ngene nawo ngaphakathi ngenzela ukuphuza.
That water would be, I had access to water from outside the cell. The cell which I was particularly in did not have water, but I used to take a plastic bottle to go and get water so that I would be able to drink.
Okay.
Okunye inkosi enkantolo umshushisi engicela ukuthi akukhumbule police station awuhlala eselene yodwa ngaphakathi. Bakhipha la bakufaka la bakhiphe la bafaka tshintsha amaselo ngangahlala eselene one.
Again, my Lord, may I please bring it to the court's attention that at the police station, I was not placed in one cell. I would be moved from one cell to another.
And who was doing that?
Ubani obekade ekhipha la ekufaka la kubo masel lawa ahlukile.
Angithi nje inkosi enkantolo namhlanje umhano uyafika uyangibhuka. Mangibuya late ngiyazi ukuthi angizokubuyela kule sela ade ngekuyo mhlawumbe uzongifaka kwenye isele mhlawumbe kule sele bengikuyo sekukhona abanye abantu ngoba ngangingamixwa nabantu.
My Lord, for example, when Mr. Sergeant Mohane would book me out, I knew that when I come back, I would not be placed in the same cell. I would be placed in a different cell as I was not mixed with other detainees.
So when you were taken to a different cell, like as you are saying now, still the position was the same. There was no more water coming out of that particular tap.
Manje njengoba uye wafakwa kwelinye isele, nakhona lapho kwelinye isele kwakade kungenamanzi.
Nkosi enkantolo kunjalo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct, my Lord.
Ngoba ngisho nje manje ukuthi mina lokhu ishawa ngiyibona iphuma amanzi liyasivereri.
Because the only shower that I saw having water, it was that one from Valeria.
And can you tell the court, was the toilet in a good working condition as well?
I-toilet yona yayikade isebenza kahle.
Le ngaphakathi ayingasebenzi yayisebenza le ngaphandle.
The one inside the cell was not in a good working condition. The only one that was in a good condition was that one outside.
Kwamanye amasela ngakwakufashwa ngebhaket.
And in other cells, we used to use a bucket to flush.
Thank you. Let us proceed. And then you were booked at 2242 on the 16th of June 2020 by Sergeant Mohane.
Bakubhukha ke ngo-22:42 nge-16 zika June uSergeant Mohane.
Angisibonanga isikhathi Nkosi enkantolo.
I did not see the time, my Lord.
And then there was an entry made on the OB books that you were detained without no injuries.
Futhi ke kwabhalwa nakwi OB incwadi le eyesiphoyisa ebizwa i-occurrence book ukuthi wena uye wavalelwa ungalimalanga.
Angeke ngiphikisane Nkosi enkantolo ngento ebhalwe nguye mina ngithi akayibhalanga phambi kwami nokuthi wayibhala kuphi angiyazi.
I would not dispute what was written by him, and he did not write it in my presence.
Ngoba
As-
Nkosi enkantolo ngeke ngayitshena ukuthi umkhani masifike e-police station wayengishiya nomabhene emotweni angene ngaphakathi angimazi ukuthi wayekwenzani. Uyobuya sebuya kimi nokhiye esethi angiphume emotweni asingene ngaphakathi
As-
ahamba ngikhiyelele.
As I did not know where was he writing, and as I have explained, my Lord, that Mohane would leave me in the vehicle with Mabena, then he would go into the police station, then later come back and collect me, then he would place me in a cell.
Ukuthi wayebhala ukuthini ke angazi mina Nkosi enkantolo.
I would not know what was he writing.
And then I put it to you that Mohane is not responsible for writing the cell register.
Umshushisi ke uthi akusiyena umkhane obekade enelungelo lokuthi angabhala into ezibhalwe kwi-register yasemaseleni.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo mina umthetho wase-police station angiwazi nowasejele angiwazi mina makuthiwa yenza so ngenza kwathi athi angikwenza ngoba phela nguye ophethe ikhiya ngithi mina ngazi nithi.
My Lord, I would not know the rules and regulations of the police station and even those of the prison. I would just follow an instruction as I would be given.
And you further testified in this court that Mohane had the cell keys in his possession.
Uqhubeke wathi uMohane wayekade eneyikhiya zesele.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda ngiyayicacisa lento. Masifike e-police station upaka imoto uyehla yena ongena ngapha angena ngakhona. Mayebuya uphethe ukhiya omkhulu ngesandla. Atshena umabheno ukuthi akangivulele.
My Lord, I would repeat that when we get to the police station, he would alight the vehicle, then go into the police station, and when he comes back, he would come back with the big key and instruct Mabena to put me out of the vehicle.
Mangiphuma emotweni uyavula la eminyango lapho ngena khona emaseleni ngimlandela ngemuva umabheno oza ngemuva Nkosi enkantolo.
And when I get out of the vehicle, he would be in front, and then I would be in the middle, and Mabena would be following me.
Ngiyama lapha phakathi namasele passagini uya-check amasele ukuthi yiphi isele right.
And then I would be in the corridors as he would be checking which cell is right.
Le ngenamuntu a-check nespotsi nengubo ukuthi ikhona nekhona phakathi.
A cell that did not have a person, and he would also check if there was a sponge and a blanket.
Hayi ukuthi ukhiya ukuye uhlele kuye emontweni.
I am not saying that he always had a key in his possession or in the vehicle.
So it is your evidence before this court that there was no one from that particular station that was accompanying Mokgane when they went to detain you inside the cell.
Bufakazi bakho ukuthi bekade kungenaphoyisa elisuka kuleyo police station ebelikade lihambisana nani noMogane ngalesikhathi ekufunela isele.
Ngeqiniso kwesenkantolo kunjani?
That is correct, my lord.
And can you tell the court in which vehicle were they traveling in?
Ake utshele inkantolo ukuthi bekade kuhanjwa ngayiphi imoto.
Mina nkosenkantolo endaweni engihambe ngeFortuna lemhlophe.
A lot of places, my lord, I traveled with a white Toyota Fortuner.
And it was evidence before this court that that particular vehicle is also fitted with an AVL tracking system.
Leo moto kuye kwaziwa nobufakazi bokuthi yayikade ifakwe i-AVL le ebizwa ukuthi track.
Angiyazi leyo nto leyo ngizwa ngani nkosenkantolo.
I do not know about that. I'm only hearing it from you, my lord.
It was evidence said before this court.
Uthi ubufakazi obulethiwe la enkantolo.
Yebo.
Yes.
And as the vehicle travels, it produces a report as to the locations that it went past.
Leo moto njengoba ukuthi iyahamba kunala ukuthi ine report ukuthi imephi noma idlulaphi.
Yebo ngiyezwa.
Yes, I can hear you.
That even on the date that you were arrested, the vehicle is located near your address.
Futhi nokuthi ngalelanga uzebe uboshwa ngalo imoto leyo yona ibonakala ingase addressing lakho labo kade uhlala khona.
Yebo.
Yes, I can hear that.
And then furthermore, it also shows when they arrive at Pretoria North.
Futhi iyabonisa nangalesikhathi ikade ifika ePretoria North.
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
So can you agree with me that this system can be reliable?
Manje ungavumelana naye umshushisi ukuthi leyo system le
To that. The witness is not an expert on AVL, so that's an unfair question to him.
Yes, sir.
No, I will leave that question. Now, let us proceed now. You are now detained at Pretoria North Police Station. Can you take the court? What happened on the 17th? Now, that is the following day.
asiqhubeke ke usu se police station yase Pretoria North akutshele inkantolo ukuthi kwenzakeleni ilanga elilandelelayo i17.
Nkosenkantolo isikhathi angisibuka ngekuseni ukuthi kwakubani isikhathi ngalesi sikhathi kufika umuntu wayehamba noMogane ezongishuthi ithombe.
My lord, I did not look at the time on that particular day when a person who was in a company of Mogane came to take pictures of me.
Wathathile ithombe wathi ngigumule nasenyaweni waqeda ngabuyela eseleni phakathi.
They took pictures of me and he also instructed me to take off my shoes, and then after that I was instructed to go back into the cell.
Okay. Before that time, when Mogane arrived with that particular person, did you receive any food from the police?
Ngaphambi kokuthi bafike uMogane naye lo omunye lo bekade ehamba naye uye wathola ukudla kusuka emaphoyiseni.
Ngangakakutholi nkosenkantolo mina ukudla.
I had not yet received food.
And then after Mogane came with that particular person, did you receive any food?
Ngemva kokuthi uMogane afike nalowo muntu uye wathola ukudla.
Cha nkosenkantolo.
No, my lord.
Did you receive food on that particular day at all?
Wathola ukudla na kulelo langa lonke.
Mhlawumbe ukudla nkosenkantolo ngize ngakuthole emini.
Perhaps I got food later during the day.
Was it before Mogane booked you out now to the boardroom, or it was after?
Ingaphambi kokuthi uMogane ekhiphe ekuse eboardroom noma ngemva kwalokho.
Ngemuva kwalokho.
It was after.
Ngiqale eqale eboardroom ngabuya ngahlala ngase usisi lwayengekudla.
I started first at the boardroom, then I came back and sat for some time, then a lady gave me food.
And then you said it was in the afternoon.
Uthebe kusemini.
Yebo mangithi kusemini Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord, when I am saying in the afternoon, I am referring to the afternoon.
I want to get you right here. And let's move very slowly.
Uthi ufuna ukubuzwa kahle umshushisi. Le ndaba asihambe ngonyawo lonwabu.
Yeah.
You receive food after the questioning happened inside the boardroom.
Uthi udle ngemva kokuthi sohlonywe imibuzo boardroom.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct.
What type of food did you receive?
Ukudla okunjani lokho okutholile?
Angisakhumbuli Nkosi enkantolo kokudla onjani.
I cannot recall, my lord, what type of food did I receive.
And then, will you dispute that you were booked out around 1655?
Uzophika ukuthi wena uye wabhukiwa out wakhishwa imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesihlanu ntambama.
Angazi Nkosi enkantolo ngoba isikhathi ngangingenaso.
I do not know, my lord, as I did not have a watch.
And then, according to the entry made, you were booked back to the cells at 1955.
As the court pleases, Lord, I'm sorry to keep on interjecting. We don't know the date that is referred to. It's only you were booked out and back on which day, as the court pleases, Lord.
My lord, if my colleague was following my evidence, I said I'm now moving to the events of the 17th of June 2020. Entry made 1955, you were booked back now. That's when you had your food.
Manje umshushisi uthi ngalo lelo langa lange 17 June 2020 ubuyiswe imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesishagalombili kula uye wadla khona.
Ngizosho njalo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ngase ngibuya khona bebengibize khona boardroom.
I would say so, my lord, as I had returned from the boardroom.
But 5 minutes to 8 is not known anymore, sir.
Kodwa imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesishagalombili akusasemini ngaleso sikhathi.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba lento le umshushisi angibuza ngayo into ebhalwe umuntu ubhala noma yena ethandayo. Ngeke ngithi mina isikhathi lesiyiso or ngoba boardroom Nkosi enkantolo angihlala ngesikhathi eside.
My lord, I believe what the state is reading was written by a person, and I do not know what that person had wrote because in the boardroom I did not take long.
Isikhathi sokubuya ngisazi namanje.
I do not know the time when I went to the boardroom and what time did I return from the boardroom.
How long were you inside that particular bedroom?
Boardroom leyana uthathe isikhathi esingakanani kuyo?
Boardroom Nkosi enkantolo engaphakathi emaseleni.
How
boardroom.
long were you inside that boardroom?
Uthathe isikhathi esingakanani laphayana boardroom?
Angeke ngikwazi Nkosi enkantolo ukusimeshela ngoba ngangingenale watch. Kube mhlawumbe washaka khona ngizosho khumbe Nkosi enkantolo isikhathi esingaka.
I would not be able to estimate how long did I take as I did not have a watch.
You see, that is the problem, Mr. Ntanzi. You gave a detailed version of what happened, but when it comes to these specific questions that I'm asking, all of a sudden you do not know, and because you do not have a watch. Why is it like that?
Uthi ke inkinga yona leyo mnumzane Ntanzi ukuthi wena uphane ngobufakazi yonke into ukuthi kwenzakele kodwa uma kufika kule ndawo yesikhathi wena awusazi ukuthi isikhathi uthatha isikhathi esingakanani.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo lokho ngiqalile ukumala akaze ngikhulume ngesikhathi mina.
I believe, my lord, since I started testifying, I've never mentioned any time.
Can you tell this court now who was present in that particular boardroom?
Akucacisele inkantolo ke bekunabobani e-boardroom.
Kwasenkantolo eportroom wakunguye Sergeant Mkhani.
There was Sergeant Mukhani,
Mabena,
Mabena,
Babu Kininda,
Brigadier Gininda,
Sergeant Mkhola,
Sergeant Mukhola,
abanye ngangabaza amagama kodwa ngingabakhumbula sebangomunye futhi lo wama-class band engalazi igama lakhe.
and others I do not recall their names.
And then what was the questioning inside that boardroom?
Imibuzo, bowubuzwa miphi phakathi laphaya ne-boardroom.
Imibuzo engangibuza ngangibuza ubaba uGininda engibuza ngangikuphi ngo-October.
I was asked by Brigadier Gininda on where was I in October.
What was your response?
Impendulo yakho itheni?
Ngamtshela ngathi kwasenkantolo angisakhumbula ukuthi ngangikuphi nango-October.
I responded saying I cannot remember on where was I in October.
Noma ngangisemsebenzini noma ngangisekhaya angisakhumbuli.
Whether was I at work or was I at home, I would not recall.
Did he ask October of which year?
Uye wakubuza ukuthi October wamuphi unyaka?
Yebo ngibuzile athi October la 2014.
Yes, he said October of 2014.
And then did he give the date?
Uye wakunika ilanga, usuku.
Uke wanginika kwasenkantolo yizo sengasakhumbula ukuthi liphi lelo langa lelo. Kwanginika yena.
Indeed, my lord, he gave me a date. However, I cannot recall which date specifically did he give me.
And then your response was that you cannot recall whether you were at home or you were at work.
When impendulo yakho uthi awusakhumbula ukuthi wawukade usekhaya noma wawukade usemsebenzini.
Ngoba ngomuntu osebenza kwasenkantolo ingakho ngithi uma ngingekho emsebenzini ngisuke ngisekhaya.
That is correct, my lord, as I was employed, and if I am not at home, I would be at work.
And the next question that he asked,
Omunye umbuzo oye wakubuza wona utheni?
Ungibuzile kwasenkantolo nangegolide nangama-director ekhanda.
He asked me with regards to a gold tooth and dreadlocks
Namathatho futhi.
and tattoos
Nenombolo le 28 yasejele.
and the number which was the witness pointing at his right shoulder, the number 28 which was made from prison.
what was your response to that question?
When utheni ngalokho?
Ngithe mina nalelo nombolo le yasejele okokuqala angiyazi ukuthi inombolo enjani leyo.
I told him that I do not know even that number.
Ngoba-
Which type of a number is it?
Ngoba ilanga lokuqala lelo ngiboshiwe.
As it was my first day being arrested.
Akwesibili ngaphendula ukuthi azange aze ngafaka igolide.
Secondly, I responded that I have never had a gold tooth.
Akwesibili ngaphinde ngasho ukuthi angizange ube ne-threat ekhanda.
I again responded that I have never had dreadlocks.
Wasethi-ke mangigumule ufuna ukubona serious ukuthi azange ngibe namathatho nenombolo le.
He instructed me to take off my clothes so that he would see if I do not have that number indeed.
Ngigumulile-ke inkosi enkantolo.
I undressed.
Wangithatha iy'thombe zokubonisa ukuthi ngeqiniso azange nize ngibe nayo le nto le.
And he took pictures of me to show that indeed I do not have that number.
Is that all?
Yiko kodwa akubuzile?
Yebo mangikhumbula inkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord, if my memory serves me well.
Did you know Gininda and Sergeant Mohola at that particular stage as you claim that they were there?
Wawukade ubazi uGininda no Sergeant Mohola ngaleso sikhathi njengoba uthi bebakade bekhona.
Cha ngangikade ngingabazi inkosi enkantolo. Angithi ubaba uGininda wangitshela ukuthi yena uBrigadier Gininda. Angisani wathi uBrigadier Gininda kodwa ngaleso ngizwa manje uBrigadier Gininda khona igama libiza uqaleni yena kimi.
I did not know them at that time, and Mr. Gininda had introduced himself I am not sure which title did he give me. However, I just heard here in court that he is now a brigadier, but there is a specific title that he gave at that time.
And then Brigadier Gininda was before this court, he denied ever being in Pretoria North on the 17th of June 2020. What is your comment?
Ubrigadier Gininda yena uye waphika ukuthi nge-17 zika June 2020 azange yena abe khona ePretoria North epolice station. Wena uthini ngalokho?
Nkosi enkantolo manje ngiyaphinda mina. Yena umuntu engangikhuluma naye Nkosi enkantolo uGininde.
My Lord, I am still maintaining that he is a person that I was speaking to.
Ngoba bonke laba bekhona babethule. Ngaphandle kwamabhene umuntu wasukuma kuthiwa akangicheck akangibuke la straight eduze naye ukuthi ayikho lento lela.
Except for Mabena, who stood up as he was instructed that he should closely look at me, whether didn't I have that particular number on my shoulder.
Do you recall being questioned regarding the Nongoma case?
Usakhumbula uhlonywa imibuzo ngaleli cala laseNongoma?
Azange Nkosi enkantolo ngabuza ngecala kwaNongoma. Ngiqala ukuzwa manje ngakhunywa ngomkhane la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
I was never questioned about the Nongoma case. I only started hearing it when Sergeant Mukhani was testifying.
And then you were in court when questions were put to Sergeant Mohane when they first approached you on the 16th of June 2020 that they were arresting you for the Nongoma case. You recall that part of evidence?
Wawukade ulaye enkantolo ngalesikhathi uSergeant Mukhani ezebe ehlonywa imibuzo ukuthi yena uthe ukubophela icala lakwaNongoma. Sakhumbula lokho?
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And he even placed the case number on record.
Yena ke uphinde washo ne case number ukuthi yayikade ithi yaleli yacala lakwaNongoma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And then through your counsel, you even said that, did you have a J50 when you went to arrest the accused person at Freedom Park Phase 2?
Ummeli wakho waphinda wabuza ukuthi wayekade enayo na iJ50 incwadi egunyaza ukuboshwa ngalesikhathi uyoboshwa eThembisa.
Thembisa.
Did you say Thembisa?
Freedom Park Phase
Freedom
2.
Park.
Angeke ngiphendule umlayeli baba Nkosi enkantolo.
I would not respond on behalf of what the defense had said.
But those were your instructions, say. Those were your
Kodwa
instructions.
uthi kodwa kwakade kuyinto ewena utshele ummeli lokho.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ngizange ngiboshele icala lakwaNongoma. Namanje ngisamile phambi kweNkosi enkantolo. Angizange ngaboshela icala lakwaNongoma. Ngiqala ukuzwa ngomkhane manje ngoba ngisho Rustenburg ilawyer le yami estate amayembuza setestify ukuthi nginamacala amangaki. Wathi nginecala lasephosphorus lona lele ngiphambi kweNkosi enkantolo njengamanje. Kube icala lani, kube icala lenhlamvu laseRustenburg. Into ayikhuluma le lakwaNongoma ngiqala ukuzwa la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, I have never been arrested for the Nongoma case. As the first time when I heard about the Nongoma case, it was when Sergeant Mukhani was testifying here in court. Because even in Rustenburg, when my defense attorney from Legal Aid had asked him, how many cases do I have? He said, I have the Nongoma case, the Phosphorus case, and the case for possession of ammunition. I have never been charged for the Nongoma case.
See, I understand you're a lay person, Mr. Ntanzi,
Uthi uyazwisisa umshushisi ukuthi awufundanga.
and I don't want you to get into the merits of what happened at that cocaine case
Futhi
where
akafuni
Mohane gave evidence.
ukuthi ungene kudaba ukuthi kwayenzakalani lapha kuleli yacala lasephukeni la uMukhani bekade ephana ngobufakazi.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
So let's leave those issues.
Uthi lezo indaba asiziyeke lezo uzikhuluma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
When you were booked in at 2242 on the 16th of June 2020, you were detained under a Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2019 or 2018.
Uthi ke umshushisi ngalesikhathi wawukade ufakwa ngo2242 nge16 okade ufakelwa icala lika Nongoma ucase number 163 10 of 22 which year
2018.
uthi icala laka 2018.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngisaphinda lapha Nkosi enkantolo ngiqala la ukuthi nangiboshele icala la kwaNongoma
My Lord,
futhi azange ngibe necala kwaNongoma.
I am repeating that it was my first time here in court hearing of the Nongoma case. I have never had any case in Nongoma.
Now let us move to that document in front of you.
Uthi asiqhubeke ke size kuleli phepha
Notice of rights.
incwadi enika umuntu amalungelo wakhe.
Ngiyalibona Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I can see
Whose
it.
signature appears on that document?
Angithi bowucele original.
Yeah.
Ubani osayinela?
Isignature ngayami Nkosi enkantolo ngiyayibona.
This is my signature. I can see it.
What were you signing for?
Wawukade usayinela?
Nkosi enkantolo mina mangigele police station ngatshela ukuthi ngiboshelwa icala laseFosolasa. Azange ngitshela ngecala kwaNongoma.
My Lord, when I went into the police station, I was informed that I am being arrested for the first Loras matter. I have never been told of the Nongoma case.
Uma ukuthi Nkosi enkantolo wayengibophela icala ngo wayenganginikanga elami iphepha lelo ngoba mina iphepha namanje ngiliphethe. Iphepha laseRustenburg li1. Anginalo iphepha lelo.
Lord.
Liphi elami ke?
If I was arrested for the Nongoma case, then why was I not given a copy? Because I do not have a copy of that Nongoma case.
But that is the document that it is issued. That is a control document that goes to the docket. You were given your own copy, say. I'm putting it to you.
Uthi le ncwadi le iyathathwa ifake kwidokodo. Wena uthi uyakutshela ukuthi uye wanikwa icopy yakho.
Iphutha lelo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is a mistake, my lord.
Who is making that mistake?
Ubani oyenza lelo phutha?
Angithi ngizwa lapha Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi nanganeko lelo phepha. Iphepha namanje Nkosi enkantolo nanti engiliphethe li1 nalo.
As I am hearing here in court, my lord, that I was given a copy. The only copy that I was given, it was the one that the witness is showing.
I'm asking you, who is making that particular mistake regarding this document?
Uthi umshushisi uyakubuza ukuthi ubani oyenza lelo phutha ngaleli phepha.
Umuntu owabhala la Nkosi enkantolo.
The person that wrote here, my lord.
And that is Sergeant Mohani.
Lo muntu owabhala la uSergeant Mukhani.
Ngizosho njalo Nkosi enkantolo bala nguyobhalela akusimina ngibhalela.
Yes, I would say that because I am not the one who wrote here, he is the one that wrote here.
Ngoba mina Nkosi enkantolo yena mangitshela wangitshela straight emadlebeni etshela umabhena wangitshela indoda icala ongena ngalo la icala laseFosolasa.
Because he told me straight to my face that I am being arrested for the first Loras case.
Etshena mina icala kwaNongoma yaphinda manje ngiqala ukuzwa la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
And I was told through Mabena, as Sergeant Mukhani would instruct him, and then he informed me of what I was arrested for, and it was my first time hearing of the Nongoma case here in court.
And in that document, he also wrote that the case number is Nongoma case 163 of 10, 2018.
Asibone ke. Kule ncwadi. My apologies. Uyabona kubhalwe Nongoma case 163 10 2018.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngawo.
Yes, my lord, I can see that.
Even on the exhibit where you were booked in at Pretoria North, he wrote the same thing.
Futhi nakubufakazi la bekade uye wabhukhwa khona ePretoria North. Ubhale kanjalo ebhala yona le Nongoma case.
Kubhala yena Nkosi enkantolo kodwa akwenzekanga ngalendlela le. Le yena abhale ngakaza ngibuze mina ngamacala kwaNongoma.
This is what he wrote, my lord. However, it did not happen according to the way he had written. He has never asked me about any Nongoma case.
Let's take it a step further now.
Uthi asiqhubekise siyise phambili.
Yebo.
Your counsel produced a document before this court, Exhibit VV, bearing the same case number of Nongoma.
Ummeli wakho uye wakhipha incwadi ethize la enkantolo. Ubufakazi buka VV ebekade ikhuluma ngayo le case number le yakwa Nongoma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngimamela.
Yes, my lord, I am listening.
Do you have a comment?
Ikhona into ongathanda ukuyiphawula ngalokho?
angeke ngikwazi kosenkantolo ukuphendula ngento engayaziyo.
I would not be able to comment with regards to what I do not know.
Were you not shown that particular document that your defense produced before this court?
Ummeli wakho akazange akubonise leyo ncwadi eyena wayiletha la enkantolo njengobufakazi.
Ngisacela ke bengikhombise mhlawumbe ngingayikhumbula.
Can I please be shown the document? Perhaps I would remember it. Iyona le ncwadi.
Angisakhumbuli kosenkantolo noma wangibonisa noma kangibonisanga angisakhumbuli.
I do not remember whether the defense showed me this document or not.
Are you certain, sir?
Unesiqiniseko salokho?
Mangithi angisakhumbuli ngiqinisile manje angisakhumbuli noma wangibonisa.
When I am saying I do not remember, I am certain that I do not remember.
Now, I am putting it to you that that answer you just gave to me now, it can be argued at a later stage that it indicates the improbability of your version.
Uthi lempendulo le omnika yona manje bangahle bona bayidingide noma bayixoxe isikhathi uma sesiqhubeka ukuthi iyabonisa ukuthi wena ubufakazi bakho akusibona ubufakazi beqiniso.
Kosenkantolo ziningi izinto engisikhonjiswa ubaba uMngomezulu. Man.
My Lord, there are a lot of documents that I was shown by Mr. Mngomezulu.
So angikhombise khona angikhombisanga ngoba ngithi inkosenkantolo angisakhumbuli.
And my Lord, as I am saying that some of the documents that he had shown me, I cannot remember.
So why did you invite me to give you a copy of that particular document?
Manje kungani wawukade uthi umshushisi akubonise le ncwadi?
Bengifuna ukubona le nto ekhuluma ngayo ngoba angiyazi.
I wanted to see what the state is referring to, my Lord.
Do you know anyone by the name of Qiniselani Buthelezi?
Kodwa umuntu omaziyo ngegama likaQiniselani Buthelezi?
Cha nkosenkantolo.
No, my Lord.
Who was charged in that particular case?
Owathweswa icala kuleli cala?
Angimazi nkosenkantolo.
No, I do not know him.
So are you saying that document, which the court spent a lot of time being argued, is something that you do not know of?
Manje ufuna ukuthi wena le ncwadi le ekuthi inkantolo iye yathatha isikhathi ilibele kudingidwa loludaba la le ncwadi wena yindaba into ongayazi?
Ngisacela ungiphindela.
May you please repeat the
You want me
question?
to repeat the question, or you want the interpreter to repeat the question to you?
Ufuna mina Toliki ngikuphindele umbuzo noma ufuna umshushisi akuphindele umbuzo?
Ngicela wena ungiphindele.
He's asking for the interpreter to repeat the question. Uthi umshushisi ufuna ukuthi le ncwadi le eyukuthi iye yaxoxwa yadingidwa la enkantolo abameli nabashushisi le nkantolo ibikade ilalela wena ubukade ungazi ngayo wawuqala ukuzwa ngayo futhi awazi lutho?
Yebo nkosenkantolo.
Yes, my Lord, I do not know anything about the document.
So when Mokhane was asked about this document, why did you not ask either Mr. Ramosipile or Advocate Mngomezulu to show you that particular document?
Manje kungani ungazange ucele ummeli wakho uMngomezulu noma umnumzana uRamosipile ukuthi ucela bakubonise le ncwadi le ukuthi kulibele kukhulunywa ngayo?
Kosenkantolo ngiyathemba mangihleli la phambi kwakho ziningi izinto ekhulunywa la phambi kosenkantolo.
My Lord, I believe as I am seated by the accused dog, there are a lot of things that are spoken here in court.
Manje ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi lokhu kufike nini lokho kufike nini ngoba ziningi nezinto engisikhombisa ubaba uMgomezulu. Ubaba uMgomezulu nguye wazi ukukhuluma nenkosi enkantolo, nguye wazi ukukhuluma into engisuke ngamtshene yona.
Now, my lord, I would not know when was this exhibit produced or when is a certain document produced. As Mr. Mngomezulu is the one that is able to address the court, I would not be able to address the court.
Ngoba nje ngithi angisakhumbuli noma wangikhombisa noma kangikhombisanga.
As I am saying, I do not remember if I was shown or I was not shown.
So you disagree with that particular document by saying, I do not recall
Chukuthi wena
being shown
uphikisana-
that document.
uphikisana nale ncwadi uma uthi awusakhumbuli ukuthi uye waboniswa le ncwadi.
Angi
I'm going to object to this line of questioning. That answer has been asked and answered. And he says, I do not recall because a lot of things were shown to me. I'm not sure whether this was shown to me or not. That's being argumentative and asked and answered.
Yes, Mrs. Bongani.
But I'm testing his version, my lord. And it's during cross-examination, I can ask him questions. And now my question is is he disagreeing seeing this document by saying, I do not recall? You can just say yes or no, and then we move on.
Yes, sir.
Uthi umshushisi ufuna ukubona ukuthi wena uthembeke kangakanani. Uthini? Uthi awusakhumbuli ukuboniswa le ncwadi noma awukaze wabona le ncwadi.
ngoba ngisho nenkosi enkantolo ziningi izinto ezikhonjiswa ubaba uMgomezulu.
As I am saying, my lord, that there are a lot of documents that I was shown by Mr. Mngomezulu.
Kungenzeka mhlambe ngiyibonile waphinde wangibonisa ezinye.
It is possible.
Ngeke ngiphike.
It is possible that I might have seen it, and then he showed me other documents. Therefore, I would not dispute it.
Thank you. Now let us proceed now. From the time where you had your meal,
Uthi asiqhubeke ke kusukela ngalesa sikhathi uzebe udla.
Yebo.
Yes.
on the 17th of June, now we're back on the 17th of June.
Siyabuyela futhi kwi-17 zika June 2020.
Yebo nkosi enkantolo.
Were you
Yes, my
assaulted?
lord. Uye washawa
Day 17.
on the 17th.
Yes.
Uthi yebo.
Cha nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Were you questioned?
Wabuzwa kodwa imibuzo.
Wangibuza imibuzo nkosi enkantolo uGeninda.
Yes, Brigadier Geninda asked me questions.
Were you tortured?
Uye watorchariwa wahlukunyezwa.
Cha nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Were you chubed?
Uye wafakwa utube.
Akazange angifaka nkosi enkantolo.
He did not place a tube on me.
Were you threatened?
Uye wathuselwa.
Azange angithuse ngoba phela sasikhuluma ngithi ngibuza ngecala leli laseFosola sebengiphambi kwaliphambi nkosi enkantolo.
He did not threaten me as we were speaking with regards to the matter of Fosloras.
Now, during that conversation you had with Sergeant Mohani, as per our version, did you inform him where you were working?
Manje, njengoba wakade ukhuluma no Sergeant Mukhani, uye wamtshela ukuthi wawukade usebenza.
Angizange ngikhulume noSatsheni Mkhali.
The witness clearly stated the person that I spoke to was Brigadier Geninda. He's the one that was asking me a question, except Mabena, when he was requested to check tattoos. He's never testified about speaking to Mukhari.
Yes, Mrs. Bongani is saying.
My lord, that is our version. Gininda was not there as far as we are concerned. So for me, it's a fair question.
Yeah, could proceed. So put it to him. No? Don't
I put
ask
it to
him.
you that during your examination or your questioning with Sergeant Mohani, you were questioned about your place of employment.
Uthi umshushisi uyakutshela ukuthi ngalesikhathi ubuzwa imibuzo uSergeant Mukhani uye wakubuza nangendaba yomsebenzi.
Azange ngibuze nkosi enkantolo uMkhali umbuzo.
Sergeant Mukhani did not ask me questions, my lord.
So how come on the 18th of June 2020, he managed to drive to a place where you were employed?
Manje kuze kanjani ukuthi nge-18 zika June 2020 uye washayela imoto waya labo kade usebenza khona.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ngangiphendula imibuzo koGeninda.
My lord, I was answering questions that were coming from Geninda.
My question is, how come they managed to drive to Sibanye Stillwater Mine in Carltonville the following day?
Umbuzo waka mshushisi ukuthi kuze kanjani ukuthi bakwazi ukushayela imoto ukuya eSibanye.
Angemazi Nkosi enkantolo.
I do not know, my lord.
And then now let us move to the events of the 18th of June. Now we arrive at Sibanye Stillwater Mine.
Asiyeke nge-18 zika June 2020 siyafika manje eSibanye Stillwater Mine.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
Take us through what happened there.
Akusitshele ke ukuthi kwenzakeleni khona la.
Nkosi enkantolo masifika la ngangisebenza khona.
My lord, when we arrived where I used to work,
Ngoba singenile ngomgwaqo lo ohluka ama oye edrobheni sangena ngomgwaqo lo wangibuza yena ukuthi ngisebenza kuyiphi shaft ngoba ama shaft emaningi.
we took an off ramp from the road that leads to town. Then he asked me which shaft am I working at, as there are a lot of shafts,
Ngayikhomba ke number 8.
and I pointed number 8.
Masifika khona Nkosi enkantolo sama kuma parking yena wehla wangena ngaphakathi ngashiyeka nomabhena.
Upon our arrival, we parked at the parkings, and I was left behind with my banner, and he went inside.
Ukuthi ngaphakathi wenzani yena angimazi wasebuya ke futhi kimi ezothi umabhena akangikhiphe emotweni singene ngaphakathi sonke.
I do not know what did he do as he went inside the shaft. Then he later come back and said I must come together with my banner.
Umabhena ke ngoba izandla ngangifase ngemuva so ngangengikwazi ungena egate lelo ngoba ama gate akhona la ajikelezayo.
As my hands were cuffed from the back, I would not be able to go into the gate, as those gates are the ones that are moving around.
Wangikhipha wayifasa ngaphambili.
And he cuffed me from the front.
Sasesamba siba ngasekukhona nomunye umlungu angamazi ukuthi umlungu lo yena wesimanyana eyokhomba lona eoffice ngavela nami office ngangilazi kodwa umuntu wayephakathi kwasengasiyena lo ngangimazi.
And then we left with a certain white person whom I did not know, as we were now going into the office.
Befike ke bekhulumeke lapha ngingazi ukuthi ukukhulunywa ngoba into engangiyazi ngangazifana ngalo
And
ekhulunywayo.
they spoke, and I do not know what is it that they were talking about, as I only knew and understood fanagalo.
Ngoba ngamuza umlungu lesentshela ngafana ngalo ukuthi angibiza inombolo le ye-clogging card leqala ngo-Z le number yami yasemsebenzini.
And I heard the white person asking me in fanagalo to give them my Z number.
My lord, can we adjourn for 15 minutes for tea?